Today, I speak with a very, very heavy heart. I had given a press conference on Saturday about my case that is ongoing involving my companies, Bejo Amalgamated Limited versus Kenya Commercial Bank. And I had narrated how Kenya Commercial Bank sold our property valued at 3.5 billion. They sold it for 70 million. And they have never given us accounts up to today. I said the person who bought the farm, his name is Kamlesh Rahul, he bought the farm at 70 million in 2007. And the next year, he sold it to the Shah community for 3.5 billion. And this is the money that has been used to bribe judges of the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, and the High Court over the years, and also to bribe officials of Kenya Commercial Bank so as to sell our property at a throwaway price. During my press conference, I mentioned that my lead lawyer in this case is Professor Mbobu Kyalo. And it is with a very heavy heart that I learned yesterday in the evening, another of the lawyers who is also acting for me called me and informed me that Advocate Mbobu Kyalo had been shot somewhere in Langata. It came as a big shock to me. Advocate Kyalo is a humble man, very humble, very affable. Somebody who is soft-spoken, never had him shout at anyone, never seen him argue with anybody. And it's a despicable act to kill a man like that. I don't know who killed him or why. I cannot pretend to know that. But what I can state is, in my statement, I had said Mbobu Kyalo is my lawyer. And indeed, Mbobu Kyalo was one of my witnesses who was going to give evidence about how various judges have been bribed with a lot of money. And he was also the custodian of very, very crucial evidence. He was holding 4 affidavits from our witnesses who either participated or were privy to the giving of bribes to the judges. He was also a custodian of 2 audio recordings, which were actually recorded when these judges were being bribed. It's a sad day, indeed a very sad day for this country, that we can lose somebody of the caliber of Mbobu Kyalo. He was a professor in law. I will not blame anybody because I really don't have an idea who killed him. But I have accused a cartel made up of the Shah community, Kenya Commercial Bank, and various judges in the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal and the High Court, that they conspired. I can call it a criminal gang. They conspired and they committed serious crimes. This was one of the men who was driving this case together with the evidence. Today, I reported to the DCI, Director of Criminal Investigations, because I cannot access his office. They told me it's now a crime scene. I cannot access his home. So I reported to the DCI that these documents and this evidence was in the possession of the lawyer. So I have requested him. I have requested the DCI that whatever they recover in the process of the investigation, to give me an opportunity, because the evidence, my evidence, the lawyer put it in an A4 envelope. We sealed it together and he wrote my name on top of it. So I described the parcel to the DCI.